That's the first time I had met you, I think, in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you came up to me and you were like, I had an entertainment news column at the time.
You did.
And you came to me and you said, I'm a big fan of your work. I know you don't know who I am. And I said, of course I do. You're the little black actors on all the big white sitcoms.
You had kind of a similar childhood to me where you grew up watching TV, single parent home, and kind of got inspired by that.
Yeah, I jokingly say that TV was one of my babysitters. I was a latchkey kid, and I'd come home from school and I'd watch, Ricky Lake and Montel Williams and Rolanda Watts and all these great, interesting talk shows, Sally Jesse Raphael, of course, The Oprah Show. And I would always love when the talk shows would do things that were centered in Hollywood and entertainment. And I'd live vicariously through the storytellers that were on, a lot of the entertainment experts. And I really built a great love and fascination for the daytime genre. And so fast forward, I had been on a bunch of daytime talk shows once. I started doing a lot of television. I've had deals with networks for daytime talk shows that couldn't be sold. And then ultimately, when Sherri decided that she wanted to do a show on her own, she had a great run as a co-host on The View. She came to me one day and said, I want to do a talk show. What are we doing? And I kind of came up with an idea and kind of mapped out what I thought the Sherri Show would look like. And she said, I love this. And she finessed it and we married our ideas and kind of polished what we had. And she said, listen, I'm not doing this without you. I'm a great talent. You know this space. Let's see what magic we can make together.
So tell me, what's your favorite part of doing the show? Like, you're on air, which is very unusual for someone who works on the show behind the scenes, but you're actually on air. Like, is that your favorite part?
But no, listen, I enjoy being on air because prior to going on this journey with Sherri, the majority of my career been on air. My first act was as an entertainment news writer. And just a few years into my entertainment news writing career, I became a radio personality on the nationally syndicated Tom Joyner Morning Show. And it was such a popular radio show at the time that, radio used to be known for your voice. Well, Tom Joyner Show was so popular that the radio personalities became talent. And I was 25 years old when I joined the show. I was the youngest person to ever join that show as an on-air talent. And then ultimately, I decided, I allow my backup plan, which was journalism, to take precedent over my plan A, which was television. I wanted to be the Black Regis Philbin. I love guys like Tom Bergeron and Arsenio Hall. For an old school reference, I love being the Black Ed McMahon on this show. I'm really in a space now where I'm more like the Black Michael Gelman. And so whereas my initial desires were to be the Black Regis Philbin, I think being the Black Michael Gelman is so much more rewarding because I have ownership in the creativity. I have a voice in shaping the show and helping to develop the content and making sure that Sherri's voice and her dream for this show isn't lost in anyone else's creativity. But nonetheless, that still isn't my favorite part of the show. My favorite part of the show is the encounters that we have with our viewers. There's both our in-studio viewers who come and experience the show in person, and we have some favorites that come and sit in our audience. One in particular is a lady who shared with me at the end of last season that in 2021, her 40-year-old daughter died from COVID. And that it was very traumatic for her. And she said, John, some days I'm only holding on by a thread. And I come here and you all are so kind to me and so nice to me and you love on me. And it means more to me than you know. And she fell in my arms and embraced me. And our audience team came running over because they were trying to figure out what was going on. And I was like, no, everything's fine. Because listen, it's one thing to experience the fun, joy, and laughter on camera. It's another thing to come and experience that party with a purpose in person. And so to know that the impact that this show is having on her life, it meant everything to me. And we get letters, Amy, where people tell us, I schedule my dialysis appointments around the airing of the show. I get dialysis on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I go get my appointment when the show is on so that while I'm going through the worst thing in my life, I'm distracted by the joy that the show brings. And we had a woman who came to the show, 81 years old. She had just finished a round of cancer treatments and was supposed to start another one. And she told her 2 daughters, I want to go experience that joy in person before I go through this medical journey again. So that is my favorite part of the show, knowing that our intentionality about bringing joy, fun, and laughter and inspiration to our viewers is resonating with them. And so while many of them are dealing with major life obstacles and their own health journeys and just facing the challenges of living in this crazy culture we're in today, we provide them the escapism that offers them a glimmer of hope that they can fight and go another day. That's my favorite part of the show.
It certainly is a joyful show. You just look at her and also to look at you, you just get a sense that, it's genuine.
Our host is the real deal. What you see is what you get with her. And listen, I had some really amazing things going on in my own hosting career around the time that Sherri got approached about doing the Sherri Show. And she said to me, what would it take for you to walk away from what you're doing and go on this journey with me? And I can't say that I would have done that for a lot of other people, but I believe in Sherri. We're best friends in real life. So the chemistry that you see on camera with us isn't something that is fabricated. It wasn't cast by a casting director. Big sister, little brother dynamic. Even though she lets me run her as the boss, even though she's the big sister. People love that. And I challenge her and I give her a hard time and I joke her about ex-husbands. And that's how we are in real life. And I think that authenticity is what really has helped us cut through the clutter, and people respond to it so wonderfully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's your typical day like? Is that, or can you not even say that because every day is just so crazy and different?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we are in production 3 days out of the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And it is an ever evolving, ever changing dynamic. But I can tell you from a general standpoint, as someone who used to be a night owl, who used to maintain rock star hours, my alarm clock now goes off at 6 a.m. I'm usually out of the door by 7:15 a.m. and in the office at 7:30 in the morning. We have our morning meeting where we work on Sherri's monologue at 8 a.m. And then after that, it's the train has left the station. All the other elements are coming into place. We're pulling all aspects together because, at least 3 days out of the week, we're live. And so, no matter what's going on, no matter what hurdles we face, no matter what's going on with a guest, at 10 a.m. out of New York City, we are live no matter what. And so it can be chaotic, it can be energetic, it can be fulfilling, but we really enjoy the journey. And so at least my Mondays through Thursdays are going to be long days, full of creative meetings and conceptualizing and just navigating through this space of talk. And then on the weekends for me, I'm either trying to catch up on some rest and reset, because you can't be your best if you're not having some self-care rituals. And then there are other times where I'm flying out to do my own hosting gigs and appearances and things. Sherri sometimes is flying out on the weekends to do stand-up comedy. And so we're very busy people, but we love serving our talk show audience.
Off the top of your head, has there been any shows that you just thought, oh my gosh, this will never work, or, what if she gets hurt doing this stunt?
I call her real life I Love Lucy. I mean, Sherri really embodies the physical comedy of Lucille Ball, who is one of her creative inspirations. Our dressing rooms for our guests that come to the show, they're all themed after female personalities that have inspired Sherri. So we have the Marsha Warfield, who people know from Night Court. We have the Lucille Ball. We have the Joan Rivers, who gave Sherri some of her best career advice, which was funny girls always work. And we have the Whoopi Goldberg room. And so she's been inspired and has pulled from each of those ladies and just their brilliance. And so she's this unique gumbo of energy and joy and laughter. And so we love the physicality of Sherri and how she's able to do her storytelling and often really get involved physically. But was there ever a show that I was concerned about? I was a little nervous about our Halloween show. Halloween season 2, we did our ode to Beyonce's Renaissance. Sherri had, I think, at least 6 or 7 costume changes. She got up on the horse like Beyonce. She did choreographed dancing, and she had to do all of these Beyonce-inspired moves and sequences and things, while Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, was here at our show. And so it was such a detailed episode. It was fully encompassing. But at the end, the payoff was the industry trades and the entertainment newspaper said Sherri wins Halloween. And every other show should cancel Halloween because Sherri has perfected it. And so the response from it was pretty phenomenal. And all that hard work really translated into viewership.
Wow. Is there anything coming up this season that's different?
Well, we love to derive themes from Sherri's life and take elements of her and really use it to encourage and inspire our audience. So one of the themes of this season is it's never too late. You know, Sherri's whole testimony is that, you know, she finally got her own daytime talk show after wanting her own daytime talk show for 18 years as a 54-year-old woman. There's so many people who would have given up on that dream, that they would have thought it was over and not going to happen for them. But she was in passionate pursuit of making sure this was the one thing that she wanted to accomplish, because it was one of the things that motivated her very early on in her career. And so, you know, she wants to inspire other men and other women to make sure that they don't give up on their dreams, that it's never too late to start a new business. It's never too late to pick up a new hobby. It's never too late to do that thing that has been in the back of your mind that you just can't shake. So that's one of our themes for the season. And then Sherri is somebody who is going through a physical transformation. She's lost a substantial amount of weight. She's really taken her health and nutrition seriously. People who follow her on social media see her in the gym all the time. And so we're going to be doing Fit Over 50, where we really inspire other people, mature people, folks that are in that 50 plus age group to get off the couch, stop binge watching that show. Instead of just pouring you a cup of coffee and eating a bowl of cereal in the morning, go take a walk in the neighborhood. We want to challenge our viewers to get fit over 50. And so those are two of the themes.
Oh, wait, let me just show you my guns. Fit
Oh,
over
you're
50.
pretty fit over 50 over there yourself, Amy.
So grateful that you took the time to do this. I love the show. To have good people on the air who are doing good things, who are spreading joy, and I just hope you continue for years and years to come.
It was my pleasure to sit in dialogue with you today. I can't wait for you to come and experience this joy in person and come and have a good time at this party with a purpose. And I'm excited for you to see the things that we have coming down the pike in season 3. You know, we're kicking off our season with Mary J. Blige, and we've got Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o coming, and just, I mean, Hollywood legend Henry Winkler is coming back. He had so much fun the last time. He had to come again. And so many great guests. So many special moments, and we call ourselves the best time in daytime, and I'm hoping in season 3 we could turn the volume up even more.
Thank you so much. This was a joy to meet you. Good luck with everything.